Welcome everybody. Oh, why am I looking off to the side? Camera's right there. Hey everybody, welcome to Canadiens at the Winnipeg Jets first period live stream on Talkin' Habs. So last game before the Christmas break. There won't be any games for Montreal. I think there's some games tomorrow, but there won't be any games for Montreal till I think it's 4 days they're off. So 24, 25, 26, 27. So they're on the 28th. We got it. So so it should be a good game here tonight. I like Montreal's chances here in Winnipeg. I was doing the stats for my whoever's in. I was doing my stats, the stats for my preview. I actually like Montreal's chances here in this game. So I'm calling for a 4-3 win for Montreal tonight. So got 3 people in the room. Come on, somebody say hi and let me know what you guys think. What you think the score will be, and who you think Montreal's first goal scorer will be tonight. So I've got 4-3 Montreal, and I've got Ben Sherratt because it's his first game back in Winnipeg. So of course I'm going to take Ben Sherratt tonight. Probably won't be Sherratt, but the last 2 games I think I have the guy I've taken for the goal scorer has gotten an assist on the first goal at least. So it's something anyway. See, it doesn't look that cold in Winnipeg either. Nice mild day here in Montreal. Any Montrealers here? Nice mild day. I just came in from walking the dogs. Hey, Scotty, how's it going, buddy? How's it? Let me see now. It's what? Oh, are you off for the holidays? I wasn't expecting you. Suzuki scores first. All right. Yeah, I just took Sherratt because, it's Winnipeg. And look, you could take Sherratt, by the way. You don't have to take somebody different. Louis LeBlanc. All right. Not LeBlanc. Louis LeBlanc. Hey, buddy, how's it going? So who's going to get the... what's the score going to be, Scott? What's the score going to be? And Louis, what's the score going to be there? And who's going to get the first goal for Montreal? Trying to think of any... Mete is supposed to be back? Yeah, Mete's back. And he's playing third line with Fleury, which is... The lineup right now for the defense is exactly what I thought they would go to. I don't know if it'll last for long, but I think it will. In my what did I call it? Mid-season new lineup, mid-season lineup, whatever. Yeah, so that should be better. I think it'll be better with Mete paired with Fleury instead of with Weber. Let's see how that goes, and I think it'll allow them to even out the minutes a little bit more. So Scott's calling for 4-2 Montreal. Louis LeBlanc saying 10-0 Montreal. Joke. Let me see now. Oh, you off for the holidays. All right. Nice. Some time with the family. No pressure about work. All right. Always good. Roger Lacourse. There's a name I don't remember seeing out there. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you've been here before. I haven't noticed your name. Sorry, but welcome in. And you're saying first goal by Weber. Good pick. Anyone see Joe? No, not yet. Not yet tonight. Maybe he's got family stuff, eh? A lot of people have family. We need Paul Byron back and Jonathan Drouin. Yeah, well, Drouin, I expect... I heard early January. Instead of mid-January, beginning of January, so we're close to having Drouin back. And Byron, I don't know. I haven't heard anything since they scratched him from taking the trip, so... I really don't know. But we'll find out soon. I'd like to see Drouin come back and be really good. Let's see now. Scott's saying Hellebuck's been good this year. Is he in net tonight for the Jets? I haven't heard yet, but I heard that he's expected to be in nets tonight. That's why I put him in the video that he would be in nets. But I haven't really heard yet from the stream is on now, but I haven't heard. NHL Hockey News reports. Go Habs, go. All right. Hey, there's Joe. The people were asking for you, Joe. There's Joe. Boxing Day. You retire? 60 years. Roger, you're 65. On Boxing Day? All right, buddy. Enjoy retirement. Get a chance to throw back and do nothing. And I don't know. I work from home, so... It's sort of like being retired. For some reason, I was unsubbed from the channel. Don't know how that happened. Oh, it's odd thing is I lost, I'm going to say 5 or 6 subs in the last few days. That's YouTube. YouTube probably did that. I've heard that's happened before to people that all of a sudden they're not subbed to the channel. And yeah, that's probably what happened. And then I came back. I was out. I came back in, and I had 5 new subscribers. So I guess I got the ones back that got taken away. But yeah, YouTube's weird that way. I don't know why they do it. I know what they do with, like if someone opens a channel and they subscribe to my channel, then they don't do anything for 6 months. They don't go on. They don't do anything. They'll take that channel off, and then I'll lose the subscriber. That's happened. I thought that's what this was, but it's probably, yeah, they took a few away. So yeah, I guess you got to check. It happens. And also, you know, notifications, they're not perfect. Notifications aren't perfect. You won't. Not everybody who rings the bell gets all the notifications every single time. I try to time it when they're not as busy to put up my videos, so it's not on the hour and a half hour. But yeah. Oh, you're cooking tacos, Scott. All right. Well, listen, drop back in. I'm here, you know, through the first period. Enjoy your tacos. I love tacos. One of my favorite things. I'll see you later. Enjoy the game, buddy. Enjoy the game. Check out your channel. I'll try to remember. I don't always remember to check out everybody's channels. I do apologize, but I'll try to remember to do that. I can't while I'm live streaming. I'll definitely try to do that. So what, you saying Brassois in nets, Joe? I didn't see. I thought it would be Hellebuck. But Mete is back. Yeah, who's that now? Murib? Yeah, Mete's back. Not for more. He's back to help. Yeah, and they put him on the third line. Hey, buddy, thanks. I appreciate that, NHL Hockey. I'm sorry if I haven't checked out your channel. I apologize, but some days are busy, and I'm going to start doing a little NHL stuff, so it's going to get busier. Oh, no Brassois. Okay, yeah. No, it's Hellebuck. That's what I heard. It was Hellebuck. So I don't know what's going on with those two. Is Brassois playing better than Hellebuck? I thought Hellebuck was doing good this year. And besides, Winnipeg's doing a lot better. I wouldn't have thought them to be a winning team, even, with the losses on defense they had. Next game is on the 28th. There's no games at all on the 25th, 6th, and 7th. Or it could be 24th, 5th, and 6th. I could be wrong on that. But the Habs don't play again till the 28th. They have 4 days. I know it's that's not 4. They have 4 days off after this game. Mete is in the lineup, Nolan. He's playing on third pairing with Fleury. So, like I said, he was going to be. I said it in today's video. But remember, I said in my other video that they should bring him back to third pairing, and that's what they did. So, today I look good. Last season was Brassois. Okay, I wasn't sure with them, but I think it's Hellebuck in nets. Hellebuck has been carrying the team. Without him, I think the season's done. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because I wouldn't have thought them to be in as good a position as they're in right now. So the game, for me, just faced off. The first, they just dropped the puck. I think it's Brassois in net. I think you just said Brassois. Ooh, that's... Don't know how that stayed out of there. But don't get floored, eh? If we give up the first goal, it doesn't mean... Look at the last few games. They've been down after the first period, and I think each of the last 3, and in 2 of them, they won. Did they win last game? What was the last game now? Calgary, Edmonton. No, they didn't win in Edmonton, but Calgary and am I wrong on that? I'm just, never mind. I don't have my stats in front of me. But they do come back, even if they're losing after 1. How did that stay out? Wow. Amazing that stayed out of there. Oh, my God. I should work for the Habs in management. If only. That'd be like a dream come true, but there's not even a chance in hell that ever happened. Though I appreciate that, but I don't see why they would want me. Believe me, they know a lot more than I do. You might not always agree with them, but believe me, they know a lot more than I do. And quite frankly, I mean, obviously, they didn't put Mete in third line pairing because of what I said. It made sense, and I thought that is what they would do. But I mean, it just made sense. But they did it because they're smarter than me. Decent save. So did we? Yeah, it's Brossois. So it's Brossois in net. So does that mean that they don't respect Montreal as much as we would like, or that hopefully bodes well for Montreal? If they don't want to put their best guy in, well, maybe we can take advantage of that. Let's hope. I got a good feeling for the game, though. Montreal's got is better puck possession. Montreal has the five main stats that I go with every preview. Montreal has 4 out of those that are in their favor. I don't know. I think this could be, and I think we've won the last 3. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4 games against Winnipeg, but the last 3 for sure. Montreal's won, so let's make it 4. 2 out of the last 3. I heard 3. I thought we won 3 of the last 3. What do I think about? I can't say. What do I think about Caulfield's goal scoring? Oh, well, I'm well on the record for that. I love Caulfield. Can't wait till he gets here. I have a feeling he'll be here next year. It's looking like he will be here next year. I think if he's not 100% ready, he will be by the end of the season. According to what I can read and what his coaches think of him, I think he's ready by the end of the year. So, yeah, I can't wait to see Caulfield here. That shot that Laine has that everyone loves, that's what Caulfield brings to the team when he gets here. Just can't wait. Well, I appreciate it, NHL hockey. I mean, I do, but, I've never... I'm just an armchair quarterback like anybody else. Really, that's what it comes down to. We're good against the Jets. We have been. Like I said, sorry, I'm not... I can't feel anything with these fingers because of carpal tunnel. That's why I'm not giving anybody the finger. I just have to do it with that finger. Sorry. We're good against the Jets. We've won, if not 3 out of the last 3, 2 out of the last 3 games against them. So I'm expecting good things, and our numbers are good. Our Corsi, which I didn't really understand what Corsi was about, so I kind of threw them out the window, but it's possession. It's basically possession, puck possession, and Montreal is a second in the league in puck possession, basically. I'm sure there's a little more to Corsi than that, but that's basically what it is. So, that's why they're holding their own against teams that are better than them. That's why they always have a chance. That's why they're able to come back. That's why the offense is there this year, because they're getting their time in the zone. But I noticed the last 3 games, they're not doing much in the first period at all. And then they either get it midway or 10, 15-minute mark, they start to play better, and second period's been better all around for them. As a matter of fact, I think the second period's been their best period the last 3 games. Am I right? As Vancouver as well? Calgary, and against Edmonton, they scored a couple. So second period's the period for them these days. Let me see now. What did I miss here? Oh, is Beaulieu, does he? Oh, yeah, he's in Winnipeg. That's right. He was a prospect. He just didn't pan out here. No, whoever asked the KK question, no, I don't think we have. He's still developing. There's lots of time. I don't know if he's going to come back yet. I think he might be on the trip just to stay with the team. So I'm not sure. Mete, I knew was more than likely going to join the team during the trip, but I thought KK was as well. But I read something where he's basically here for the experience of it all. To stay with the team, all that kind of stuff. And then I could be wrong and he plays next game, which I'd like to see. But I haven't heard that he's coming along and ready to play. Whereas, like I said, Mete, I did hear that he was going to be playing. Let's see, trying to catch a little bit of what this game is about. He didn't get it. Domi did not get his stick on that. KK needs a year in Laval. I don't know about that so much. I'm not saying necessarily not, but I don't think we're there yet with KK that he needs to go to Laval. I really don't. I like what I saw. Like, I was ready to say that, and then before he got hurt, well, the slew foot, I thought that he was really playing well and looking like a veteran, looking confident, looking more poised again. And no, I think KK is fine if he can get back to playing regularly again. Yeah, he's on the struggle bus. I agree with Joe there. Just struggling. Will bounce back. And he was bouncing back. He was. And that slew foot, just, that just couldn't have happened at a worse time for him, because he was really looking much better. I don't know how else to... Looking like a veteran, looking like he was older than he is on the ice. That's the only way I can describe it. Can't wait till we have the Habs all healthy. Yeah, it'd be nice. Listen, some years it's like that. They're just never all healthy the way they wanted to be at the beginning, of the year. I'm a little surprised to see Wheel out there. I don't know why. Just a little... Those 2 bad penalties... I'm surprised. I don't know if there's something with... Maybe Wheel and Cousins have something on Julian? I don't know. I'm just joking there. Let me see now. Do I think we should send down KK and see how he feels before he plays again? Well, see now, depending on how long he's out, which I think the reason why he's with the team on this trip is so to avoid that, so that he's practicing. He's wearing non-contact, so he's practicing with the team, but he's not playing. And I think that's why he's on the trip, to avoid having to send him down for rehabbing. So I don't think they will. Something tells me they won't. Have I been known to be wrong? Yeah, of course I have. But just something with this tells me that they won't, and until they do, it's how I feel. But I don't say that that's necessarily a bad idea. I think if he really is out for another month, I think maybe going down to Laval for 3-4 games would be a good idea. Yeah, our depth would be back if we can get everybody. But, you got to look at it too. Having these call-ups up, they're getting some experience, and that's increasing the depth, because the more experience these guys can get, when they've got to go back down and then come back up eventually, it's better. I'm wondering, why is the white of that thing in the background bugging me? I can't see when it's white in my background. So if I'm struggling, I got to change it for next time. Speaking of Laval, have you seen Belzile? No, I can't. It's hard to follow Laval. I can't get their games, so it's really hard. That's why I would like to do NHL stuff. I know the natural thing would be, okay, follow the AHL, follow Laval. The thing is, the cost of getting the package to watch the games, I can't do it right now. If at a time when that happens, I might do that, but it's not as easy. And kind of like I heard the hockey guy talking about it, he's not covering the World Junior Championship. Like he says, it spreads him a little too thin, because for me, I can't, because I gave up my TSN. So I'm not going to be able to get it, actually, to cover it. So I'm sorry, not covering it. I can't even watch it, which is really a disappointment. I didn't even think about that when I canceled the TSN. I did not think about that at all. So unless I can find it streamed somewhere, which I kind of doubt, I'm not going to be able to do that. But so by the same token, I want to do a little NHL, and I don't think I can cover the Rocket as well either. To do both is spread me too thin. So we'll see. By the way, what do you guys think of that? I want to break out into a little bit of NHL. Believe me, nothing of my Hab stuff will change, because I'm not even going to be putting any. You won't see any other jerseys behind me either. It's not like, oh, now I'm going to get this jersey and that. It's not happening. So my Hab stuff won't change, but I'd like to do. I'm really interested in doing a like my player rankings, right? So that's based on. Oh, the word's not coming to me. Power rankings. So I want to do a power rankings for the NHL. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try. So that'll be something I'll do, and just a nightly roundup of the games, and not too in depth. Just a little bit of just to bring it to you in case you guys want to hear what I think about something. It'll be quick, who scored, those kind of things, and anything that I can add into it that I've heard or whatever, I'm going to add into it. But it's basically going to be me with a camera on me, and I'm going to go over what I on the internet. I'll find the game box scores, and we'll go over it. And I'm gonna start with that and see where that develops into, as far as how that'll develop into what I do on that, right? I might start doing that, and then I might find I have to do it a little bit more in depth, or as far as getting the stats on paper in front of me and not on, whatever. I'm rambling here, guys. Sorry. There's a commercial break anyway. So yeah, I'm just thinking of that. So anybody who's like kind of worried that the focus on the Habs is going to go away, it's not. It really isn't. But I kind of need a little influx for the channel to grow a little bit, and I'm interested in learning more, like not learning more. I want to get my knowledge of the whole NHL. It says I'm unstable. Yeah, I'm unstable. I want to get my knowledge back of the whole NHL again, and this will help me. So anyway, so more than likely, I'm set on doing this. So, and then from there, I might, if I decide I want to branch out and do a lot more NHL, well, then I'll start a second channel for the NHL. And keep the Habs channel and an NHL channel. But the only way to know that is I have to do a little NHL on this channel. There, explained, hopefully, to the 8 people that are in. Okay, so now I've been paying no attention to anybody here because I've been talking about myself again. Belzil's out for 6 months because I started my ramble right in between that comment. Sorry. What happened to him? Hang on, it keeps going. Well, he won't be called up, that's for sure. But he wasn't going to be called up. Whoops. They're waiting for him to get better because they know. Yeah, if it's concussion, he's out now. Whoops. See you, and don't forget to check out my channel. Don't worry, I already have been subscribed. Okay, no problem. If you're still there, I think I subscribed, though. I might have gone and subscribed to your channel. If not, when I'm there, I will subscribe to you as well. Thank you, by the way. I knew you were already subscribed. And you should enter the contest. Everybody's welcome to enter. It's so hard to keep up on this goddamn thing. Don't worry, don't have to watch the games. Wow, has their own TV. YT. Oh, they do? This is something I didn't know, Joe. That's interesting. Well, you know what? I'm going to go check that out, because if that's the case, maybe I can do a video here and there on the Rock. Maybe once a week, I just didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. By the way, I read up on how Juulsen's doing not good. I heard that he wakes up. Yeah, Juulsen, is probably done. He might be done. If not done right now, he needs a while before he can come back. We can't be thinking about Juulsen right now. I mean, think about, keep him in your thoughts and hope he does well. Hope full recovery and all that. That's not what I mean. Just that he's not coming back. He's not going to be out here this year. It's legit. Yeah, no, it's scary. The guy's career is definitely in doubt right now. I don't know what 38 from 100 means, so I don't know what that means. But, I know what it means. Oh, wait. Oh, did I get another one? Last I saw was 961. Thanks, Bada Bing. Appreciate that. I was looking at that comment and going, what does he mean 38 from 1,000? What is that? Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm going for it. You know what? The odd thing is, it might have been that YouTube was. I lost a bunch of subscribers, and it was probably YouTube because I think as Joe said, he got unsubscribed. But it's weird timing. Since I put out the video, like I want to start doing some NHL stuff. I don't know. I got 5 new subscribers since yesterday. That's pretty good. I don't know if that's a coincidence or it's just people got unsubscribed and then they resubscribed. I don't know if that's the case. But either way, thanks. Yeah, 38 to go. And not that anything's going to change either. I mean, nothing's going to change. But yeah, it'll be great. And we'll do a celebration video. Oh, speaking of that, I've got 7 people in here now. I don't know what nationalities everybody is. I don't know what your family situations are. But on Christmas Day is my podcast. And I'm going to do the podcast. But I'm also thinking of doing a live stream. I'm not sure at what time. Maybe Christmas Day around supper time, not a good time. But maybe in the evening. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Just wondering if anybody's interested. You guys that are in the room, anybody want to see me do a live stream on Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. And if not, don't worry. Don't feel like, oh, I'll be there. You don't have to. I'm probably going to go on anyway and just see if anyone's out there. But yeah, I don't know. So if anybody's interested and you're not sure, check. You might see that I put up a live stream because I'm thinking of doing it. But my podcast will be out. So if you've got like nothing to do and you want to listen, podcast will be out. I'm not promising, excuse me, I just ate before. I'm not promising what time it'll be out on Wednesday, but Wednesday is podcast day. And I'm home. I'm not doing whatever on the night before, so I'll be home. I want to do the podcast. It'll probably have some Christmas themed stuff that happened around Christmas in hockey that I remember. Maybe I'll go look online and see what the history is of the hockey, on Christmas Day, and see if there's anything to talk about. So that's probably what the podcast, because so far nothing's really standing out of what to talk about on my podcast. And usually we're Monday today, so usually I like to have already started making some talking points, and I have nothing. So maybe because it's a holiday, we'll just wing it. I don't know, we'll see. But the podcasts are always an adventure. So far, I'm just getting used to doing them. So, and again, I've been ignoring you guys, so. Did I miss something? I see a woohoo. They scored, but I see I've been talking so much about myself, not looking at the screen, not looking at what you guys are saying. I saw Bada Bing saying the Leafs played good. Yeah, they won 8-6. I was hoping the Canes would beat them. Yeah, Joe, you're right about Juleson. I think he may have to retire. Okay, I got to go down here a little bit, and I can't keep up with all these. So what happened? No, it's no goal, so it was no goal. Okay, who scored? I didn't see it. Winnipeg scored and there was no goal? Because I don't think Nolan would go woohoo to no goal if it was Montreal. So cool. That's even better. Oh, that could be a big boost for Montreal, or it could make them mad and say, well, we're going to prove it by getting one. Yeah, I guess, hey, by the way, Merry Christmas, and if there's anybody like me that's Jewish, a Happy Hanukkah. But I'm not religious, so. But yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to all. Definitely. I don't see Christmas anymore as a religious holiday for me. I see it more as a traditional thing. I like Christmas. I actually do. I always have as a kid growing up. Wasn't able to take part, but I always loved the lights. I love Christmas lights. I think next year at Christmas, you're going to see probably a mini tree with lights behind me during the Christmas season, because I like that. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I'll do that next year. Oh my God, everybody's leaving. There's only 3 in the room. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? What happened? Now everybody's got stuff to do. Do I celebrate Christmas? I do, sort of. I mean, if I haven't said it yet, I'm Jewish, but I'm an atheist right now. I don't practice. I'm an atheist, but my ex-wife is Catholic, and so my kids are her religion, but we don't practice religion. But yes, we've always celebrated since I'm married. I always celebrate, especially for the kids, and we're doing that tomorrow. I'm going over there, and the boys will be there, and we're gonna make dinner and do all the Secret Santa stuff and all that. So yeah, I do. But like I was just saying, it's not a religious thing for me. It's more of a family traditional holiday. For the last few years, though, I haven't really wanted to celebrate Christmas at all. But this year I've had sort of an epiphany, and I've taken the religion out of it and made it more of a family traditional holiday. Hey, Joe, no problem. Listen, girlfriends are more important than me. Don't worry about it. I understand. No, don't put a frowny face. That's cool. It's cool. Besides, even leave because you want to watch the game. That's more important than me as well. Don't worry about it. I'm here just to, for my own ego, I think. Something. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I can't see nothing. God damn it. I did not see that either, Go Habs Go. I didn't see the goal, didn't see any. I found out afterward. So you're going to have to, someone's going to have to let us know. Roger is saying, I'm back, and he scored in the game. There was a goal by Winnipeg that got called back. And Joe is just saying now offside, called back because of an offside. So it's still no score, which is all right by me, but I need some water because it's damn hot in my room with the fucking lights. It's warm in Montreal. It's like +5 out. For any Americans in here, +5 is 9. It's 41. So for Quebec at Christmas time, for it to be +5 or 41, it's quite warm. And I'm not complaining, except all the climate change stuff. But I'm not complaining because I don't like the cold anymore. And we're not having a white Christmas this year. White Christmas means you have more than 2 centimeters of snow, and we definitely don't have that. Bit off topic. Joe likes to go off topic sometimes, but that's cool. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. If it were up to me, you would call up Alzner as the 7th defenseman. I don't know about you, but I would take Alzner over Riley any day of the week. The only, unless, are you watching any of the Rockets game? I don't know how he's playing. If he's playing like balls out, what the fuck is that? And did I just say the F word? I just did. Sorry. I can't do it. There's no editing on this. Never mind. Where was I? What was I talking about? Hey, sorry. Just jumped on me. No, Alzner. I'd want to know how he's playing. Really? Because I don't know. Maybe he's not better than Riley. He didn't play better than Riley when he was here. They just scored. Power play goal. Okay, well, that one counted. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't trust what Alzner will do here, but I liked what I saw in the preseason. I don't know. But I don't think Alzner's ever coming back up here. I think if he was going to, they would have tried it already. Yeah, Nolan, when you get older, well, the rain's not any better, I guess, but the cold is just draining. Enjoy the dream life. Thanks, buddy. Same to you. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I would say a blessed life, but I'm not a religious person. But I mean, listen, have a blessed life if that's what you believe in and that makes you happy. That's fine by me. I don't put people down for that either. Hopefully, they don't put me down for my belief. And there's 2 things they tell you don't talk about if you don't want to fight with people is religion and politics. At least with hockey, you don't necessarily fight with the person. You can have a disagreement. You can even scream and yell and swear, but you don't have to really fight. Yeah, with the New Year, probably same thing, by the way, if anybody was here, I was just talking about, I might be doing a live stream on Christmas Day, and probably the same, if I do, and I'll probably do the same thing New Year's Day, too. So, something to pass the time, because it'll be, again, my podcast, will be New Year's podcast, and I'll do probably a live stream. Which, if you think about it, podcast and a live stream, not much different. Only difference is you give me the questions on a live stream, and I talk like it's a podcast. Kind of, right? By the way, speaking of questions and podcasts, um, now remember, I'm being a bit sarcastic, but forget I just said that. But speaking of podcasts, you guys aren't doing your part very well. I do my part because I deliver my podcast every Wednesday. Good or bad, that's subjective. But I deliver my podcast, and I don't get any questions anymore. It's like, So I'm hoping in the new year, you guys get a little better at that, Yeah, but I haven't gotten any questions from you guys in a while, so it makes it harder. I got to do more just me talking of stuff I thought up. Okay, so Joe's saying Alzner is praying. He's probably praying to be on an NHL team, playing pretty well right now or this season. It hasn't been terrible, but yeah. Well, then that probably means that they don't have him at all in their plans. Almost no matter, unless like everybody got hit by a truck and they needed him, they're probably not calling him up. I tend to think and it's not actually just me saying that. I've actually seen that, and I want to say on Twitter, which doesn't make it like a fact, but I saw that from somebody that might possibly have some knowledge of that fact, and that's what it was. Like he's not gonna ever be called up again. So maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know, but it kind of seems like it. We're on pace to allow about 80 shots. Are we getting it? No, 15 shots. Period's not. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. See, that's kind of one good thing when I do a live stream and I'm not paying attention as closely as I'd like to the game when they're not performing well. But remember, don't give up. Look what happened in the last 3 games. Second period's been their period. So even if they're 1 or 2 goals down, they've come back each time. Let's see now. Yeah, Nolan, I can't imagine. I grew up with snow around at Christmas time, so it's got to be weird. But we don't really have any snow here, and it kind of doesn't bother me. I don't mind so much. Yeah, it was nice. It was windy though. You're right. When I was out, it was windy, but it was nice, and it's still nice. I was out walking the dog just before, half hour before the live stream, and it was still warm. It was +5 still. So okay, I'm not gonna go backward to. I'm sorry guys, but it's getting hard. So I'm gonna answer what's right here in front of me. You're not being religious on a very happy and important. Oh, geez, that jumped. Yeah, you know what? You might be right. We're gonna need all the help. Maybe we all need to start praying that for the Habs to make the playoffs. It depends if they're kind of gonna need an elongated winning streak. I think at this point, but we'll see. Look at the East. Second, I think it's between second and sixth. There's 4 points between second and sixth place in our division. There is five. That's second, third, fourth, fifth. So that's 5 teams. I think in the Metro it's 4 teams and it's 3 or 4 points as well. So there's the gap is really close. The point being that if they can start to win consistently, no, the playoffs are not out of reach. But they've got to start winning a little more consistently right now still. Which is why I wrote on, if you watched my video, preview video, for the thumbnail I put, Habs need a win tonight. And they do. They need a win tonight. They do. I think I put it in the description, or the title as well. Let's see. Yeah, well, when Wheel and Cousins are on the power play too much, it's not going to result in much. Although they've been good on the power play. I shouldn't say that. Power play's gone up a couple percentage in the last, couple percentage points in the last 4 or 5 games, I guess. Yeah, go Habs go. I think you're right. East and West Coasts is pretty similar weather. And believe me, out you go to Newfoundland, ask Scotty when he comes back in, it's bloody cold. And their winters last a lot longer than ours do. So I'm happy where I am. I like where I am. Yeah, enjoy the dream life. I don't know when was the last time that happened where the Habs played the Leafs in a playoff game. That would really be nice. Yeah, it would be great. I can't wait. The last time I think I remember, I want to say 1974. I think that's the last time I remember, but it could have been one other time since then. But that's the last time I remember. And I'll remember that one. They just scored. Thomas Tatar. Sorry if that made a loud noise. Sorry, but all right, tied it up. Don't count them out. Yeah, so the last time the Leafs, 1974, they had a player that was Ian Turnbull. Montreal had his brother Perry Turnbull for a couple years, I think in the 80s. But Ian Turnbull, he had no teeth, taking a face-off, looked up and into the camera by chance, not on purpose, but he said something to another player like, fuck you. And everybody could see that. I remember that from the last Habs Leaf series. I'm pretty sure that was 74. I was 11. And that's probably the last, maybe the only Habs Leaf series I saw, really. So for me, the Habs Leafs rivalry is more based on, I guess, the older stuff. So the aftermath of that I had grown up with. And the fact that Montreal, Toronto, just the cities themselves are such big rivals. And I think growing up, we always hated Toronto. If it was Toronto something, we hated it. It just because it was called Toronto, whatever. So I think it's a lot based on that. What a pass by Suzuki. All right. Is there another goal? No, that was the first goal. Suzuki gets an assist. All right. I love when Suzuki gets points. Yeah, and Tatar got the goal. Yeah, I'm going to have to see that on a replay. Okay, hey Rick, am I going to do a live stream? I'm thinking of it, Nolan. I'm going to do my podcast, and then I think I might do a live stream. So I don't know what time. I don't know if I can announce it in advance. So I don't want anybody waiting around YouTube waiting for me to live stream, but I'm thinking of it. So it's all the best I can do. Definitely don't sit by please, nobody do that, because if I decide, no, I'm not going to, I don't want anybody like, oh, damn, I waited. Because I wouldn't know even what time. Hey, Joe, thanks for being in here. Have a good night with the girlfriend. Enjoy the game. Have a Merry Christmas and a great... I'll see you soon anyway. I'll see you in here. Anyway, have a good night. Thanks for being in here, buddy. I don't even know where I am at this point on this list. It's so much different. On a chat screen, on YouTube, on the chat window, it's so much easier to do this. Montreal, I remember we were always the skilled team, great players. This time around, Toronto reminds me of Montreal in the 70s. Gila for my favorite, even though I like Leafs. Okay, but here's going to be the big difference and I don't disagree with you, because up front, it is kind of like that. The big difference for me is on the back end for Toronto. Now, I'm not saying that we're all hot shit because our defense isn't the greatest either, but their problem is the defensive side of the puck. They've got good defensemen as far as offense on the offensive side, but they don't have the defense that they really need to win big games. But Montreal's the same thing pretty much. If the whole team's not playing great defense, we're kind of screwed. So, but yeah, I don't disagree with you in that totally. Except the one most important part of that whole thing is that logo on the front. It's very different. But yeah, it's a good point. Ghislain, hey Ghislain, I'm just seeing you now. Yeah, it's 1-1. And Winnipeg had a goal called back, so that's always good for an offside. Yeah, the 80s was mostly, you're right, in Nordique's Habs and Bruins Habs. You know, 100%. But listen, you know what? I can't. Did we want to have a big rivalry with Toronto? Toronto was like horrible, putrid in those days. Anyway, and that Nordique Habs rivalry was awesome, as good as the Bruins Habs rivalry. That's for damn sure. So I don't think we lost anything in the deal. Oh, Tuna again. There's a goal. All right. I just as I thanks Nolan. You gave it a heads up just in time to see it. All right. Telling you guys, now it's still first period, but don't count this team out. I think that's why, I keep mentioning him. I don't know if anyone's heard me mention him, but this guy Brian Wild, who he's a writer here. He's actually from out west, but he's been a writer here for the sports for a long time, and I've been listening to him for a long time. And he talks about the Corsi and how important the Corsi is for this team. And this is I finally understand why it's so important to him is when you are a puck possession team, when you can dominate in the offensive zone, like having the puck there, you can score a lot of goals. And you can't really count them out. Sure, there's going to be games when we're getting blown out, when we're not playing well. It's going to happen. But in general, if we can just stick with them and play our game and our normal game, puck possession, we're going to score. And there you go, 2. 3 minutes left. And look, not the last minute of the period, but it's near the end of the period. That's a good goal, good timing to get the goal. And so what's that? 2? Has he got 2 now for the period? Didn't he get the first one as well? Ta-ta. And I don't understand, why are people talking about we got to trade Tatar now because he's at his most value. Are you kidding me? Imagine we take Tatar away from this lineup right now. Wow, I just don't understand why people all over Twitter, Tatar's the first one they want to get rid of. And Weber and Price, of course. And I don't get it. This team would be lost right now without those 3 guys. Honestly, they would. Yeah, I just heard Dave Pula? He's just saying the early part of the game was all Winnipeg. But Montreal's like that the last 3 games, right? First part of the game, one of the games it was the whole period, but they came back at some point by the beginning of the second period. That this team has turned around their game and started to play, and it's produced 2 goals. And look at the shots. They were killing us in shots there. It's 16-15 in shots for Montreal right now. That's what I love about this team right now is the fact that they're, like I said, there are going to be games where it's obvious they're not going to win a game. But in general, they're not really out of a game unless it's 4 or 5 goals. That's a different story. But 2, 3 goals and they're not out of a game. 1 for sure. If they're down by 1, they're never out of that game. Be nice to go 3-1 into the intermission, but I'll take the 2-1. I won't be greedy. But they got to slow it down though, and allow a couple in because I want my score of 4-3. Although honestly, I called it an overtime, but I don't know. We'll see. They're very similar in stats as far as goals for, goals against. It's close enough to say that they're at about 3 goals for, 3 goals against. And that's why I called it 4-3 in overtime. Nice to see Mete back on the ice again. We missed him a bit. I got to tell you, we missed him a bit. That was a bad one to lose. With the other 2 guys out at the time, that was not a good thing to happen. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting tired. I was a tiring day. I was out shopping today, but at this time of the year, whenever you got to go to the malls or whatever, oh god, it's just it's draining. I'll just say. So there's under a minute to go. Shots are 16-16. Is 2-1 for Montreal. So this is a good result to go to finish the first period in Winnipeg. Their fourth game on the road. I think this is a good result to go out of that period. I mean, of course, anytime you're going out of the first period. But considering, it's their fourth game on the road, Winnipeg is a better team than we would have thought, I guess, considering their record. But Montreal's keeping with them and taking the play to them. And that's very generic what I just said because, I can't really follow the first period because I'm talking to you guys. But it seems to be what happened. They were outplayed in the first, I don't know how long that was. And then they came back and started to play better. And they, I don't know if I'd say this is dominating, but they're keeping with them. That's it. So period over. Nice. Really nice to see them have that good result in this first period and not be, they've been, the last three games where they've played that kind of first period where they're looking like maybe they're going to lose the game or they're going to get scored on any second or whatever. You're worried about it, right? Was there any of those three games? I think every intermission they left with they were losing, I think, after, or maybe tied one of them. I'm not sure. So this is the first one in four that they're leaving the first period with a lead. So I'm hopeful for that means well for the rest of the game. But you never know. Maybe Winnipeg comes back and does the opposite of what Canadiens were doing and have that second period. But I don't think so. I think Montreal will have a good game here going into the Christmas break. So listen, I'm going to take off here because I gotta pee is really the reason why. Okay, so listen, thanks everybody for watching. I want everybody to know I wish you all the best Christmas you can have with your family and your friends and all that good stuff. Don't get too drunk. Don't drive when you're drinking. Want to see you here for the next live streams. So have a great Christmas. Thanks for joining me here. And I think I'm gonna do a live stream on Christmas Day. So don't wait around for it. But if you're around YouTube, check and see if I'm on. But I think I'll be on at some point. And just have a great holiday. Great Hanukkah for everybody who celebrates Hanukkah. I don't know if anybody does that's watching right now. And just thanks for being here. And go Habs, go. Let's kick their ass and go into the Christmas with a present for the fans with a win here in Winnipeg. It's called Winnipeg for a reason, right? Because we're going to come in and win in Winnipeg. Okay, everybody. Thanks for being here. Go Habs, go. And Merry Christmas, y'all. Bye. I'm losing my voice.